I think most of the world still thinks of AI as what ChatGPT can do. You know, it's a better version of web search, or it helps me, you know, with some small tasks here and there. AI has moved an incredible distance. AI is now outperforming humans at the most difficult intellectual competitions we have. For the first time with GPT-5, you're starting to see scientists saying AI is like making novel discoveries, small ones, but real ones. And so there's this, I think there's this huge mismatch in the world of what most people think AI can do and what the frontier of AI can do. And so when DeepSeek came out, I think people had this like brief freak out. I think maybe your stock went like way down in one day, and people were just like, oh, this is like the end. People really want to predict the end of the compute scaling somehow. And then it turned out that people need a lot of AI, and they need a lot of the frontier AI. And so it is totally true that the cost per unit of intelligence will keep falling and falling and falling. And we think that's great. And we'll be able to offer services like ChatGPT, more of it, cheaper, the whole thing. But on the other side, the frontier of AI, the maximum intellectual capability, is going up and up. And that enables more and more use, and a lot of it. So there's this huge overhang that the world, I think, does not yet grasp of where the models already are today. And when you throw a lot of inference compute at them, what they can do for you, that is totally different than ChatGPT or generating an image or whatever. And so I think that was really missed in the DeepSeek moment, and why we want to do this. It's that the models are at this point like actually quite capable for things far beyond what most people use them for in ChatGPT, and the world is just catching up with that. Second thing, you know, we throw around these numbers, 10 gigawatts, 100 billion, and there's a few syllables here and there. We're all, you know, it's like a Monday morning. We're all kind of like low energy. We got a lot of stuff we got to go do and stressed about the day ahead. But
and we've already had a pretty long day.
We had to have a long day. But the magnitude.
This deal, yeah, I mean, but I flew out here not knowing exactly who I was talking to, and this came together. So yeah, thank you. But
for sure,
yeah.
Thanks for taking a flyer on that. But the magnitude of the scale of this project, you know, 100 billion is a small dent in it. And the numbers are also like, they're missing the story of what this amount of infrastructure is capable of doing. Like 10 gigawatts of compute, again, easy to throw around numbers like that. But the amount of work it takes to build that out, the size and scale of these like, you know, multi-square mile gigantic things, and the complexity at every level of the supply chain, and then what that amount of brain power, which does not exist today, can do already today. What it will do is the models get better. Like, this is the real deal. This is the thing people have been waiting for. You know, they talk about AI or when it's going to do this and when it's going to do that. Like, the stuff that will come out of this super brain will be remarkable in a way I think we don't really know how to think about yet.
100 billion is a small dent. Now you sound like President Trump. And
one way to contextualize the scale of what we're talking about and the compute scarcity of the world that we're heading towards.
Yeah.
You know, ChatGPT today, you talk to it, it gives you answers. But clearly you want an agent that's going to go do work for you proactively while you're asleep, be able to organize your calendar or go, you know, try to work on projects for you.
Sure.
And so you really want every person to be able to have their own dedicated GPU. Right, so you're talking order of 10 billion GPUs we're going to need. This deal we're talking about, it's for millions of GPUs. Like, we're still 3 orders of magnitude off of where we need to be. So we're doing our best to provide compute availability, but we're heading to this world where the whole economy is powered by compute, and it's going to be a compute scarce one.
So Sam,
John, remember, this new project that we're talking about, 10 gigawatts, or roughly 4 million, 5 million GPUs. That's approximately, in one project, what we shipped all year this year, okay? And twice as much as last year, twice as much as the year before that. And so that kind of puts it in perspective. This is a giant project.